wonderful people, everyone, and I like you. You're wonderful. And these are again like a topic talk. Usually I just do the like intro, and the intro is like, "Hi, wonderful people, like all my people that I follow, all my followers. You're wonderful anyway." And so the other talk is, that's right. Some people really like can't change, but other people say that it's like crazy people, or crazy people also exist, and it just doesn't probably like doesn't click, or like that other side of the people are like kind of crazy, not nice. Sorry, the background sound a little bit, but yeah. So anyway, some people just but for example, like my biological grandmother nickname, like for example, like Yasuko, or the nickname. Speaking up, if something like abuse or emotional abuse, physical abuse, like hitting or kicking, those are painful, and it's totally like a different person. Yeah, it's a different person because it's like 6 years old, never experienced anything, like innocent, yeah, like innocent girl. It's just like my husband from my first marriage. And yeah, we can share those stories. Some people experience something, and that's okay. It is totally okay, and like speaking up. But other people who did it, for example, like who did the Holocaust, they try to deny. They try to say, no, it didn't happen. You must be crazy. Or like they, like, or like, just like that. People who don't click, those a long time ago anyway, and like little child and other people is completely like an adult, like after 19 years old, around those age, completely different people anyway. So it doesn't matter, but it's really okay. Like we can speak up so that we're like raise awareness to make a world better place. Like awareness, or not to do abuse or things. Okay, but my first husband is more like severe because he was in foster care. He was almost, it's like an orphanage, right? Because in the US, orphanage doesn't exist anymore. It's called foster care. So his case, by the way, talking about his case, it's more severe. It's more real. So he was in state custody. His 19-year-old mother, so yeah, anyway, abuse also exists in the world. So raising awareness. Sometimes, like people can talk about it. People can talk about, yeah, things about the experience. And he was infant at that time anyway, so he doesn't remember, but he knows. Yeah, because everybody talked. So, like that, raising awareness is also important too. By the way, sometimes like people either try to like intimidate other people, so like they say like they talk about other things like similar things, but try to manipulate and control. Sometimes trying to put like pet mentor. No, I can. By the way, I can be a mentor too, and you can be a mentor too, and it's great. Everybody have a knowledge, but they don't have to call themselves like a god. Well, I don't think like some people call themselves like a god. But like sometimes like children on the broadcast they say like god or something. There, I think that it's a joke. It's good, like it's a funny joke. It's no problem at all, and they can just, yeah, having their own confidence. Their confidence, it's good, so I have nothing to offend. I even follow means sometimes like I like you, yeah, you're not crazy or anything, you're wonderful, so that's me, like, so I just follow those children too, because it's nothing, yeah, it's nothing wrong with them anyway. But yeah, talking about shitty people, like the people who don't click, they also say, or like also like trying to manipulate other people that I follow, or like that's super fan of me, no, that I am super fan of them because they are wonderful, and that's great. Nothing ashamed of it. But like, for example, sometimes on the internet, like other people go to my super fans, that people that I'm super fan of them. Those people's place, they go to their site and they just talk and talk because they have maybe like they're bored, so they have so much time, so they comment like wrong information, some of the twisted information sometimes. It's also happen on the internet, and they because other people are busy, have to do their own life, and like have a hobby or have a work. Yeah, I mean everybody have work, and some people are like, I know some people retire at a really young age because they are successful and they're living their own life too, and that's great too. Because some people on the Periscope, they retweeted other people's those information, and it retweeted on the Periscope too, and I saw it. Oh my gosh, that person is, yeah, those people also exist, like retired in such a young age, and yeah, I think it also exists. Those people also exist too, like those very smart people, like good people. But anyway, other people who don't click, like they, yeah. So everybody work, that's great. But sometimes people say, say wrong information, like say like, oh, I don't have a friends, but more likely talking about other people and acting like himself, and he's like saying bad things, like, and so that's why those like people, other people get manipulated, kind of like controlled, or what they say, and they say something not nice, kind of like intimidating things they say sometimes, and that's the way of like control of what they say. But sometimes like people, like crazy people, don't click people also exist, and they say not nice things. It's just about not the type, not click. So they're gonna say something not nice to you anyway, like, oh, there is something wrong with you, or things like that. Yeah. Oh, hold on. These some of the sound I'm gonna mute it, but they're wonderful people, other people on the background, hanging out, kind of hanging out together, I guess. But so, yeah, people who are not your type or who don't click, like they just, yeah, they just talk crap like that all the time anyway. But some people talk like these, or talk something important, or like really smart. Those are also really important. Yeah, I mean, why not? But people also who don't click also exist, and they're just like shitty or like crazy. They're like some people in Asian, like Tokyo's, like really like they are coming from, they went to like mental hospital. Those real people who went to mental hospital, they are also in Tokyo, in the Tokyo's AA group or something. Oh my gosh, they are really, yeah, they're really twisted and crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. Those people also exist, so we all have to be careful. But if we go to those like AA meetings in the Tokyo area, in the Japan area, or like Asia area, those places, really bad people also exist. So yeah, sometimes you shouldn't really involve. That's easier too. But badness, you can just ignore it, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so those are some of the speech, and those are some of the topic talk. And yeah, that's so. But nobody really afraid of those like image, because those some of the decoration we can redo it anyway, like oil paintings. So alright, so just showed some of those kind of like pretty view. It's actually much like looks prettier and good on the decorations. nothing too expensive is better, especially if you are like sometimes away a lot. Yeah, so those are like some of like not too expensive decoration. Some of those places. And thank you, other people. I did not see your name. I couldn't see your name who was there. But thank you, other people who are hanging out. You're awesome too. Sometimes on the Periscope, like crazy people there too. But yeah, I hope you're good people. You're wonderful. That person who just came by, I really couldn't see your name. I have to check your name. But yeah, but I know it's like some people. Like those like porno like Asian people also come, but still I say like, oh, thank you for coming by, because good people also can see the like replays, like those like behind the tech. Even there's nothing shows, but some people still can listen other people. So anyway, they're good people too. So thanks for coming by. If you have a time, or if you have an ability to call, like to chat directly, we can chat about like other things anyway when we chat. Not about because we already let it out some of the like bad people's talk. So yeah, we don't have to talk about these things, other things, if we don't want to. We can just talk about some of the like funny TV show that we should watch. Those are really fun and inspired. It's really good. So we can just talk about it, because that's what friends talk too. Some of the things. So we can talk about those fun things. The other people who just came in, it's really good. The feeling is when we talk about those like some of the comedy, really successful TV show. Oh my gosh, it's really good. So like that. So yeah, this time I talked about other people who are not really the type, or even the abusive people, like stupid people or crazy people. By the way, like my mother can be really crazy, really not nice. My dad drinks a lot. He can be an alcoholic, but he's not crazy at all in some way. Yeah, there are so many kinds of the talk, but yeah, but my mother is even more crazier. She is crazy, but yeah, there are so many wonderful mothers in the world, so that's great. But talking about your own mother, there are so many good people in the world whose parents are not so smart, or whose parents are not so nice. But yeah, so it's really case by case. So you don't really have to be like afraid. But sometimes I was like, I was a little bit surprised, because some of the like in the Tokyo area or Japan area of those like people who were in the mental hospital in the AA meetings, really crazy people also in the Tokyo area's AA meetings too. But some people who are not in the study of the sociology, they don't have to involve. They really don't have to involve, because it can be like a scary place. Because of those fucked up, like messed up mind people. But yeah, so yeah, those people, like I said, like people sometimes repeat the history, so we have to be careful. But I said those things to some of the crazy people in like Tokyo area or Japan areas connected, like some of the Mongolian people, they had it. There are good Mongolian people also exist too. Those, but other like Mongolian, the face people, bad people, bad type of the people who don't click, like they had that part, like people, like I said really smart things, like some people also says really smart things, like people repeat history, so abused people also has to be careful too. Then we say that, then those people take advantage of that part and say not nice things, like, oh, so you're gonna be abusive, or you're gonna be like that. No, it's always not the case. Some people already repeat the history, like when they are kids, and some of the misdone things already, yeah, already regretted it like long time ago.